Hello you guys and welcome to our channel. This is your reading for January the 22nd through January the 31st. I went on and pulled a card for you for the actual day of the 31st because we do know though it's a high energy day. It's going to be full moon, a blue moon, a partial eclipse, and all that going on. Lunar eclipse, I believe. That's right. Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into the reading. This right here is your first card. This is the card for today. It says firm foundation. And so this card is letting you know that you already have the firm foundation. You worked this hard and you have the foundation you need for what you have in store for you. Your whatever, if you're working on your spiritual gifts or whatever, you already have the foundation there. Everything you need is there for you. And so just know that and hold on to that, because the next card that's coming up for the reading of this time frame or whatever is going to be something that's going to be kind of like testing you. So your spirit guides, God sources wants you to know that you have this firm foundation. And that make sure you remember that and hold on to that or whatever, because it's now time for these things to be tested. And so you hold on to that faith, hold on to your foundation, and don't worry. So that is all for your card of the day. And so let me see. Let me jump into the card of the week of this whole time frame. So the next card, as you can see, is trapped in fear. So this kind of goes hand in hand with this card, what I was telling you about, because you still have some issues in you, that you have some stuff that's trapped in fear. Even though you do have a firm foundation, we're still human as well. And so we do still have those little fear factors or whatever. But it's not about being trapped in fear. We can't be trapped in fear. We have to face our fears. So it's reminding you that you have the foundation. You have everything you need. Your spiritual armor, you have everything you need. And do not stay trapped in fear. Whatever that's on your journey that it's time for you to face or whatever, and most likely you probably know what it is, just know that it's time for you. You have the tools inside of your life. Okay, so this card is telling you, the trapped in fear, to not be trapped in fear. Face your fears head on, because you have this. You have the firm foundation you need to face your fears. So that's pretty much it for that card. The next card is fulfillment of wishes. As you can see. Yes. So this card is telling you that I already told you that you have the foundation that you need or whatever. It's telling you, once you get out of this fear situation that you might be put in or whatever, you're being tested, you're going to start to seeing your wishes, your manifestations come into fruition. So anything you've been trying to manifest, you've been wishing for, you're working on, it's going to start showing up in your life. So let me give you an example for me. So for me or whatever, it would be probably like, I'm studying learning stuff about my gifts and my abilities or whatever. And so I know it's something that's coming up I've had in my little fear, the little fear pattern or whatever that I've been working on. And so now it's like my challenge time for me to face it head on. And once I face it head on or whatever, I'm going to start seeing more flourish within my abilities and stuff like that. So so that's just an example of what that means or whatever. So whatever you're working on or whatever that's in your journey, your calling or whatever, you're going to start seeing stuff coming to fruition. So make sure you stand your ground, keep the faith or whatever in your foundation, and don't let fear have you trapped. Get out of those bars of fear, and you're going to start seeing all this pop up in your life. So make sure it's all for that card. Yeah, that's all for that card. And so the last card is memories of love. So when I did this card or whatever, because I rarely read the books, like I told you, I just get my information from my guides or whatever, and source. And so I was kind of confused about this card being the last card or whatever, but I see what it means now. This card right here is telling you that these candles right here represent your loved ones that are passed away. And so this card is representing your pretty much your spiritual army, I would say. Your guides. Sometimes you have loved ones that's passed away that are now part of your spiritual team, part of your your spiritual army. That's what I call it, my spiritual army. And so it's the spirit guide and stuff now. And so I have like one of my spirit guides I know is my great-great-grandmother. And so this right here is telling you that you're surrounded by your spirit guides or whatever. You have the foundation, like I told you before, and know that behind behind the scenes or whatever, your spiritual army is there for you. So your loved ones are there watching over you, helping guide you and stuff like that. And so just know and trust and believe that they're there for you and with you. So that's all that card means or whatever. So the last card that I pulled was for actually the card. Let me make sure it's off of that card. Okay, so yeah, so that was all for that card. So the next card is Foundation and Achievements, as you can see. So this right here is just telling you on the 31st, when we started feeling these energies or whatever coming through, whatever, like I know some people, whatever, like when we had for me or whatever, when we had the super moon and stuff like that, I was feeling all different kind of energies and feeling all different kind of ways, whatever. And this is when one time I told you all before, when I was going through my spiritual awakening, I thought I was like just completely about to go bad shit crazy. And so I didn't realize it then that it was because of the moon, because I was steady going through stuff and experiencing stuff. And so after I look back, I'm like, dang, look at the calendar. I'm like, that was the day of the super moon. So that's why I was feeling those energies and feeling intense or whatever. So this right here is telling you that right now you already have that foundation or whatever. Like I said, this is all about you already have this. Your source and spirit is just letting you know that you already have it. And so on this day or whatever, you might not be, afflicted by those energies like you have in the past. And so for the people that are going through their awakening or whatever and stuff like that, that are been on this path or whatever, this right here will not be a really harsh time for you as well. You might feel some of the energies more than somebody that's already on a level of ascending. You might feel more but I'm sorry, my phone is ringing. But you will not feel them as intense as you have before if you went through that transition. So it's all about transitioning and stuff like that. So it's saying that your foundation and achievements, and it's telling you that your achievements are on the way. You see the rainbow right here. They're looking at the house or whatever, and the rainbow over the house or whatever signifies, the luck and the what's the word I'm looking for? Can't think of the word I'm looking for or whatever, but it just symbolizes the luck and everything that's working. Everything is going in the pattern of what you want to go for, and your wishes and everything are being fulfilled. And so just keep, make sure, I think that's all for this card. I think that's all. That's all for that card. So that card, be looking out for that on the 31st of January. Don't fear the energies or whatever. If you have some of them, whatever, just know that you're going to be able to go through it or whatever. And sometimes some people might not even really feel like that because you've already been through that stage of your journey. So that right there is your reading for January 22nd through the 31st. And we will be back another day with another reading for next month, of course. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading for me and my twin Larry and my other spirit guides, my spirit army. And so make sure you check out the links below that I'm going to leave on at the end of this video, whatever. And so you guys have a wonderful day. Peace and love. Goodbye.